Unit number 2, High Pressure Boilers Part 2. Hello everyone, in Part 1 we had discussed about introduction, steam purity and steam quality, steam generation, unique features of high pressure boiler and advantages of high pressure boilers. In today's session we will discuss about La-mount boiler, Benson boiler and low effluent boiler. Next one is La-mount boiler. A La-mount boiler is a type of forced circulation water tube boiler which is introduced by La-mount in 1925. It is first forced circulation water tube high pressure boiler. You can see from the schematic diagram the major components of these boilers are air preheater, blower, feed pump, economizer, steam separating drum, circulating pump, distributing header, radiant evaporator, convective evaporator, superheater, prime mover and combustion chamber. Its operation is quite simple. The water from the hot well is supplied from the feed pump to the economizer. Here, the most of the heat will absorb, which is sensible heat, and it is supplied to the steam separating drum. The function of the steam separating drum is to separate the steam and water, and from that the bottom part of the water is circulating through the circulating pump and it will enter into the distributing header. The quantity of this circulating water is 8 to 10 times of quantity of water to be in the steam separating drum. The large quantity of water which is circulated and it will prevent the tubing from the overheated. The centrifugal pump delivers the feed water to the distributing header at a pressure of 2.5 bar above the drum pressure. The distributing header distributes the water through the nozzle to the radiant evaporator where the water will absorb the heat from the radiant evaporator. The steam water mixture from the radiant evaporator which is passes through the convective evaporator and then it's separate and stored in the drum where the steam is separated and passes through the superheater to superheat the steam and it last entered into the prime mover. The superheated steam is then passed through the steam turbine and then after it will get the mechanical energy. The working pressure of this boiler is about 160 to 170 bar and have a steam generation capacity of about 45 to 50 tons per hour at a temperature of 773 Kelvin. Next one is advantages of La-mount boiler. La-mount boiler can generate a high amount of steam. It is easy to start its operation. The construction design of La-mount boiler is very simple and easy to understand. This boiler can reassemble with the natural circulation boiler and it has the higher heat transfer rate. It is flexible in design. Some of the disadvantages of La-mount boiler, which is a main disadvantages, are bubble formation on the surface of the tube, which reduces the heat transfer rate, and from this reason a little problem with the total amount of steam generation. Next one is Benson boiler. One of the main difficulties in La-mount boiler which is formation and attachment of bubbles on inner surfaces of heating tube which reduces the heat flow and steam generation due to the high thermal resistance than the water film. If the boiler pressure is raised to critical pressure which is 2 to 5 atmosphere, then the density of steam and water would be the same, hence the bubble formation would be prevented. The Benson got this idea in 1922 and first Benson boiler becomes operational in West Germany in 1927. You can see from the schematic diagram there are several major components which are air preheater, blower, feed pump, economizer, convective evaporator, superheater, radiant evaporator and last prime mover. Its operation is quite simple. The entire process take place in a single continuous tube without the use of boiler drum, hence it is also called runs through boiler. Air which is blown by the blower is first preheated in the air preheater, then it is supplied to the combustion chamber. Water which is coming from the hot well is supplied through the feed pump to an economizer. Here it will get sensible heat from the flue gases, so its temperature is rising. Then it is supplied to the radiant evaporator. Here feed water from the economizer will supply to the radiant evaporator, in which the water gets evaporated and partially converted into the steam. The radiant evaporator receives the heat from the burning of the fuel through radiation process. The steam water mixture then passes through the convective evaporator, where steam and water mixture is converted into the steam and the heat required is supplied to the hot gases by convection. The saturated steam is available in the convective evaporator. The steam is then supplied to the superheater for superheating process. Then the superheated steam is supplied to the steam turbine. The typical parameters of this boiler, the temperature range is up to 650 degrees centigrade and pressure up to 500 atmosphere. The steam generation capacity is 150 tons per hour. Next one is Bunsen boiler advantages. It is lightweight and it has no drum. For this reason, it is lighter than the another boiler. Its starting time is less than another boiler. It has up to 90% thermal efficiency. There are some disadvantages also. Due to supercritical type of boiler, its controlling need to monitor every time for preventing an explosion. Boiler control for the variable load is difficult. Next one is low effluent boiler. One of the main difficulties in Lamont boiler, which is deposition of sand and sediments on the inner surfaces of heating tube, which reduces the heat transfer and steam generation due to the high thermal resistance than the water flow. This difficulty is solved in low effluent boiler by preventing the flow of water in boiler tubes. The principle of this boiler for evaporation of feed water by means of superheated steam from superheater, hot gases from the furnaces being primarily used for superheating purpose. You can see from the schematic diagram here, these are the main components of this boiler, which are fan, air preheater, feed pump, economizer, convective superheater, radiant superheater, steam circulating pump, and last evaporating drum. Figure shows the arrangement of this pump. Feed water which is coming from the feed tank is supplied to the economizer by means of feed pump. Here the feed water is preheated by flue gases which is flowing over the economizer tube from the furnace towards the chimney. The evaporative drum, which is located outside the furnace, the preheated water from the economizer, it will enter into the evaporating drum. Here it will pass 65% of superheated steam which is coming out from the evaporator, convective evaporator. The nozzle distributes the superheated steam throughout the water in the evaporating drum. Here water will evaporate into the saturated steam. The steam circulates by means of steam circulating pump and it draws the saturated steam from the evaporating drum into the radiant evaporator, which is placed in the furnaces. The radiant superheater receives the heat from the burning fuel through the radiation process. The steam from the radiant superheater enters into the convective superheater, where it is finally heated to the desired temperature, which is 500 degrees centigrade. The convective superheater receives the heat from the flue gases by convection process. About 35% of superheated steam from the convective superheater passes through the steam turbine to develop a mechanical work, while 65% of steam which is used for the evaporation process in the evaporating drum. Low floor boiler can manage a higher concentration of salt than any other type. The typical specification of this boiler is 100 tons per hour generating capacity at 140 bar pressure. The advantages of this boiler are salt water for the generation of steam is a major advantage of this boiler. We can use salty water for the steam generation. The boiler size is very compact. It does not create much sound. It is very useful for land and sea transportation in power generation. The disadvantages of low fuel boiler are the evaporating drum is costly and bulky in size. Here, the bubble formation occurs which creates a problem in the heat transfer.